I just really feel like I'm trying to be perfect subconsciously when I know that don't exist. Like I know perfection does not exist. What is up, you guys? My name is Trisha and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title and thumbnail of this video is just going to be a quick little pep talk video. I was just sitting here realizing how much I cancel out myself, like realizing how much I beat myself up about things that I may or may not be able to change. So in today's video, I just wanted to touch on a little bit of limitations and self-sabotage. So if you're interested in hearing the pep talk that I had with myself, make sure you continue watching, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here, okay? But anywho, I don't want to hold you too long. Just wanted to make this video simply because I know I cannot be the only person that does it. And what I'm talking about is I place all these restrictions and I place a lot of pressure on myself. I beat myself up a lot, and I realized just now, right now, that I do this. And I'm like, why are you putting all this pressure on yourself? Like, what are you doing? Like, who told you you had to be this way? Who told you you had to try to be perfect in everything that you do? Like, I would literally have a plan to do something, and if A don't connect to B and B don't connect to C and C don't connect to D, I will not do it. I don't know when I became a perfectionist or when I become so hard on myself. I realized how hard I am on myself. And that whole statement behind "you are your own worst critic" is so true about me. I literally beat myself up about everything, and other people are just like, "Oh, you're doing so good." I'm like, lies. So as I'm sitting here, I had a plan. I don't know why I feel like everything has to start on a Sunday or a Monday at the beginning of the week. So whether you count Sunday as the beginning or Monday as the beginning, those two are like beginner days for me. So I really like, okay, I want to start back going to the gym. I really want to like meal prep, eat different, be more active, and be more intentional in life. And the things that I plan to do on the Sunday, today's Monday, but the things that I plan to do on Sunday or Monday, which is today, I haven't been able to do them. I caught myself like low-key getting mad at myself, like, you always set these goals and you never do them. Like, you procrastinate too much. Like, what are you doing? And I realized it's because I set all these limitations on myself. And what I mean by that is, like, for instance, I wanted to get on my sewing machine today. I maybe wanted to meal prep or figure out lunch for me for tomorrow. But because I left work late, which means I was in a lot of traffic, which means my time is gone, and now I'm just like, I don't have time. My biggest issue with everything that I do is timing. I feel like I don't have time for anything, and I'm wondering if I feel like that because I put so much pressure on myself to do everything, to where when I start thinking about it, I overwhelm myself. I think in order for me to be better, I need to stop saying like stuff to myself like, well, you need to do it by this date at this time. Because if I don't do it by that date or that time, I stress myself out, and then I don't want to do anything. And it's like a cascade effect. I don't like, okay, I can't do this because I didn't do that. Oh shoot, I can't do this or this because I didn't do this and this. I just don't know why I keep doing it to myself. I realize I am really trying to be a perfectionist, and I'm learning that it's not that serious. Like, who told you you had to be perfect? I don't know where I got off thinking I have to be perfect. Like, everything has to be a certain type of way, and I really stress myself out. Like, I find myself stressed a lot, and anybody I talk to, I will say it, I'm stressed or I'm overwhelmed. And it's so funny because I came across a video on YouTube, and it's on a channel called Psych to Go. It's this little channel. It's a really good channel, honestly, about like mental health and things like that. And I'm just like, oh, that's probably me. And it just really got me thinking about the things that I be doing. I just had to have a pep talk with myself to say, stop doing that. Like, you are not perfect, and I need to learn how to catch myself when I'm doing it, because I beat myself, I tear my own self down. Like, I am not concerned what nobody gonna say about me. Honest to goodness, it's not other people who I worry about. It's not people's opinions of me that bother me. I don't get moved by that kind of stuff. I get moved about how I think and feel about myself. So if I feel like all you did was go to work today, that's all you're gonna do today, I feel bad like at nighttime, or I feel bad, or it's like, hey, you got to go to work, cook, clean, you got to do something, otherwise you're gonna be classified as lazy, which is what my idea is. You're gonna be lazy, you didn't do stuff gonna pile up on you, and it'd be a lot of pressure. And I stopped to think like today. So my goal today was go to work, come home, spend an hour cleaning. So okay, let me tell you what I'm talking about. So I'm supposed to leave work at 3:30. Every day I'm supposed to get off work at 3:30. Because I had such a terrible day at work, which is becoming the norm, which is why I am just over 9 to 5s, and I'll talk about that in another video. But get off work at 3:30, and it with traffic and everything, I can be home by 5. So I'm like, okay, from 5 to 6, I'm gonna clean up. From 6 to maybe 7:30, I need to do something productive. Like I need to do something that I want to do, like something I like to do. So I planned on sewing something today. And then from 7:30 to like 9 is get me and my kids situated to get ready for bed or whatever the case. And then after everything is settled down, get some laundry done, because my laundry room is a mess and it really stresses me out. So that was my goal, right? So here I am, and I just got home from work. So because I had such a terrible day at work, I ended up leaving work close to 5 o'clock, which meant now I'm in a lot of traffic. So I didn't get home. It's almost 7 o'clock. And so now I'm thinking to myself, okay, now it's 7. If you need to spend an hour cleaning, that's going to put you at 8. You want to do something for an hour and a half, something that you like to do. How you gonna do something that you like to do before the things you need to do, which is get the kids and stuff ready, or wind down to spend a little time with the kids and wind down. And then that laundry room is a mess. Like you need to do that stuff. So you're not gonna be able to do what you want to do today. And I have so many days like this to where it's like
another day of just being a robot.
Like that's how I feel. So I beat myself up. Like, why would you stay at work later? Like, why would you do that? Let the job crumble and fall to the wayside. Who cares? But why you keep doing stuff like this? You're gonna, what I'm saying? Like, I go in on myself, and I'm just like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's like something I have to give here. And I found that my only solution right now is to stop putting the pressure on myself to do so many things all at one time. And I'm so used to being a robot and only doing the things that's needed to be done, to where I don't do things that I want to do, to where I don't feel human. And by the time I lay my head down at nighttime, I'm stressed out, because I'm like, this cannot be my life. Who said that my life only was going to be doing all like necessary things? Like, I don't want to be an adult. I want to be a child. And I know it's so many people like me. Like, I know it's so many of us that's like tired and stressed out. And I'm not stressed because of nobody else. I'm stressed about myself. Like, nobody comes to me and say, hey, you better spend an hour cleaning up today. Hey, you better get that done today. Hey, you ain't do this today, so you a sucker. Or you didn't do this today because you lazy. Or nobody says that stuff to me. I say it to myself. Like, I beat my own self up. And I don't know why I do it. And when I say I don't know why I do it, it's because in my brain, I'm a Virgo. I think so much. That's all I do is think about stuff. And to me, I just really feel like I'm trying to be perfect subconsciously, when I know that don't exist. Like, I know perfection does not exist. And why I'm beating myself up about not being perfect is weird to me. And I just right now caught myself doing it. I'm like, oh, you think you're supposed to be perfect? Or you think you're supposed to do everything perfect? You think everything's supposed to go the way that it's supposed to all the time? Like, you really think that? And this thing called life, like, you really think that? Like, Trisha, when you gonna wake up and realize that you're capping yourself? I feel like I'm holding my own self back because I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity and perfect moment to do everything that I want to do. And it's like, that moment is never going to come. Like, it's never going to come. Like I say, when this thing happens, then I'll be able to go to the next level and do this thing. Okay, when this thing happens, I'll be able to go to the next level and do this thing. And it's like I'm waiting for these things to happen so that I can do another thing. And the moment is never gonna come. Like, when am I ever gonna get the opportunity to just say, oh, I don't need my job? I have to make things happen. I have to be an intentional person. I have to be intentional with things and stop waiting for things to happen. And I need to tell myself this, like, stop waiting for the moment. It's never going to just happen. You got to make a decision. Do you want to step out on faith and do this kind of way, or do you want to sit here and just say, oh, when the job get better, or when they decide to pay me the salary I think I'm supposed to have, or when I'm driving the kind of car I want to drive, or when I'm in the house that I'm in? No, like, Trisha, you have to make these things happen. You have to go after what you want. Like, it's so many things that I want, and the life that I live right now is not it. Like, it's just not it. My life is not bad. On no account is my life bad. On no account do I regret any part of my life. It's just not the life that I see when I go to sleep, or when I daydream. It's not the life that I feel like I'm supposed to have. And I feel in my gut that this is not it. Like, some people get content in their situations and they're like, oh, you got a house, your car paid off, your kids happy, you got food in the refrigerator. Well, it's a good life. Yeah, to some, but I feel like I don't want to have restrictions, and I don't want to have other outside things dictate what I do and how I do it, such as a job. Like, I literally don't want a 9-to-5 job. I don't want to be working for somebody. I want to do my own thing. I have so many abilities, and it's like, I'm really starting to feel guilty. Like, why are you going to work every day, working for somebody else, making somebody else's pockets fatter because you're doing all the work, you're not getting appreciated? Why are you doing that when you can invest that time into yourself? Like, I started a business that I feel like is lacking because I don't have the time to get to what I want to do. And that is one of the things that I beat myself up about. Like, every day I go to work, like, you go to work 7:30 to 3:30, and then you got the nerve to stay later. You giving people away. You giving away your time. You giving away your energy. So by the time I'm done with my job, especially on a day like today, I'm so exhausted mentally to the point when I get home, I just want to sit around. I keep moving because my mental will eat me alive. So, but I'm not doing the things that I want to do. Like, for instance, if I know I'm supposed to be cleaning or sewing, I am looking at videos on YouTube of how to, you know what I'm saying? Because my brain is in so many different places, and I realize that the best thing that I can probably do is focus on myself. Focus on myself, and I feel like if that urge gets strong enough to say, you know what, you need to let X, Y, and Z go, then I'm just gonna do it, and whatever happens, happens. That's how I feel. That's really how I feel. I'm just over living this kind of life. I'm over the demand of somebody else. I'm over everything, and I feel like I have so much to give to this world to where I'm not serving my purpose, and it's really starting to fluster me and, overwhelm me. And I am making this video because I want me to hold me accountable for me. Like I said, I want to do these things, and I'm going to do these things. So I'm going to sit down and write out a goal for the week, and I want to make sure I accomplish my goals for the week and just reflect on everything that I do. And a lot of this stuff is going to be for me because I do absolutely nothing for me, and try to figure out what I can line up to be more free mentally, and also move towards a path of being on the page that I want to be on, and not be stressed and overwhelmed at the end of every day because I'm like, oh, you didn't have time, or you didn't have time, or this happened and that happened. Setting these limitations on myself. I'm going to stop doing that to myself, and I'm going to stop beating myself up about things that I know I put effort into. Like, for instance, I would beat myself up if I say, hey, I want to clean up my room, right? And I clean my room, but I don't reorganize my closet. I will literally beat myself up and be thinking about it all day. Like, how much time is it going to take me? Like, you could stay up and get it done. I literally beat myself up about stuff like that. Or, when I come up and I look in my closet and my shoes are everywhere, I'm like, you need a place for your shoes. Like, what are you going to do with all these shoes? Like, why do you have all these shoes? when I tell you I beat myself up about the darndest things, and I know it's not necessary, and I know it's all within my own control. I just need to learn how to manage better. And I know it's other people that do the same things that I do. And if it's you and you have figured out a solution to why you do yourself like that, then leave a comment and let me know. I just want to be a little bit more intentional in what I do. I want to be a little bit more focused on me. Not a little bit more. I want to be a lot more focused on me. I want to get better at being me and not live in my head so much, because it stops me. And I realize that I have so many excuses, and sometimes I really do feel like they're valid, which they are real excuses, but I cannot allow them to hinder me anymore. Like I hinder myself a lot, and from this day forward, I am going to stop doing that. And I feel like if you are a person that live in your head and you are trying to be perfect and beat yourself up about not accomplishing things that you wanted to do in the time span that you wanted to do it in, or it didn't turn out 100% perfect, it didn't turn out 100% like you anticipated, and now you upset with yourself and now you want to throw it away and do it again. If you're that type of person like me, we're gonna breathe and we're gonna get through it. We're gonna breathe and we're gonna get through it, and things will happen to deter us. We just have to remember to keep going, like to focus on the actual end goal, focus on what we really want. And I know what I really want out of life, and I'm really trying to figure out how to get it. And I think the best way for me to do so is just focus on me and to keep myself uplifted and to take care of myself and be positive and be the optimistic person that I know I am, and don't get so focused on the bad things that happen and cause them to stress me out. And I'm so sick of being stressed out. I'm over it all. I had enough, and I'm declaring that today is my day to start over, start fresh. So yeah, just start doing the things that I want to do. Start creating these routines that I really want and making my life the way that I want it. So yeah, just thought I would pop in and share this with somebody else, because like I said, it was on my brain, and it was just a little light bulb went off to me. Like, you are limiting yourself. Like, stop doing it. Like, nobody's making you do these things. Nobody is telling you have to be this type of way. Nobody is putting this pressure on you. It's all coming from you. So just stop if you wanted to stop. So if this is you, I hope that you're able to take something from this video and try to not beat yourself up so much about things that you may be able to change, but at the moment cannot, or that you have the ability to change and just have not. So just take it one day at a time, because that's what I plan to do. I can't tell you how it works out, because like I said, I'm starting day one. But I feel like as long as you focus and attempt to be better, you will be better. You just have to want it bad enough. You have to want to get to that point. You have to want to be willing to put in the work and effort to get to that point. And I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I'm over what I've been doing, and I don't want to do it like that anymore. I don't want to do somebody else's way anymore. I want to do my own, and I want to be what I consider better and good enough. Like, I want to be good enough for myself, and just know that I am good enough, like, for myself. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to do everything right. I don't have to beat myself up about not doing what somebody else think I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I'm over it, and I'm going to be better. So the things that Trisha decides that Trisha wants for herself, Trisha's going to have, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And like I said, if you took anything from this video, if this video helped you get your aha moment, then make sure to give this video a big like, and subscribe to my channel if you want to. I would love to have you here. Of course I would. I think that is it for this video. Like I said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye.